Hey, Melody. This is my analysis for your track 303 R&D. So here are some of the notes that you gave me about the song. The full title of the song could rightly be assumed to mean 303 Research and Development, but honestly, it was chosen because of the pun of it being my 303rd song ever published. Wow, congrats. That's amazing. This one has no vocals or live acoustic instruments. It's strictly pads, synths, and strings, drums, and of course, 303s. Okay. You wrote it over 2 days, the 5th and 6th of February 2019. These were the liner notes included with it. This is my 303rd song ever published, and with how important that number is for me, I tortured myself over this song for 2 whole days. I can relate. Line after line after line, none of them were good enough to be my 303rd song, but good enough otherwise, so I still kept them for future projects. I was at it for more than 8 hours yesterday, getting so emotional I teared up for a little while even. I just set my standards extremely high for what I expected of my 303rd song. This morning I started it again as soon as I woke up and only finished now 8 hours later. I dedicated this song to my favorite synthesizer in the world, the Roland TB 303. I hope I did it justice. I think I did. Oh, and one little tidbit of trivia. The 16 bars of music that follow the first breakdown have been used as my phone's ringtone ever since I wrote the song. That's awesome. Okay, here we go. C. Okay, it's kind of low. It's a little hard for me to tell exactly what you're playing, but sorry. I feel like those are the pitches I'm hearing, right? So you got the flat 3, beautiful minor 3rd sound, nice stable 5th, and the flat 6 reaching up to the flat 7. So nice choices. Pretty epic. Nice risers. C minor chord. Like. Okay, these are beautiful. So maybe they weren't chords, maybe they were just intervals. But nice minor 3rd in the key. Then I love this choice, opening it up to this interval. So you're just raising the note up, right? And it's creating this tension feeling. Incomplete. Then that top note tumbled down, almost hits the bottom note, but not quite. Nice tension there, major 2nd. And then it sounds like you went up to this interval. So these are 4ths. This is a 4th, this is a 4th, and they have this sort of incomplete but also consonant sound to them. They have like an inner conflict within them. It's really cool. So that's really pretty with sort of the implied pedal tone basically of C with your 303, because that's just kind of holding it down in like C and C minor land. So I like this chord a lot. More 4ths. Note to self, 4ths are awesome. I knew that. So nice. They're great, you know, because they're it's not like they're tritone, so they don't sound like sour. They work really well. Um, you find them in all sorts of chord inversions. They are, like I said, fairly consonant, but also create like really nice tension. It's just really pretty. See how good all that sounds? So great job, Melody. I'm into this. Beautiful. Just going up higher, higher. I love that. I just love the way you built that. So just, yeah, you're just kind of repeating this sort of pattern of raising the one note up, reaching higher, getting some resolution, but all this sort of feeling tense. It's lovely. Love it. Okay. Okay, so your 303 is changing, right? So oh, whoa, 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 hang on. I think I missed that the first time. Did you go duh? Oh, you did. That's cool. So that implies a dominant, well, like the 5 chord, which I've heard a lot in your music. It's a nice way to sort of end a phrase and make it feel like you're gonna return home next, which we do. So that was kind of unexpected too, because you've been playing B flat the whole time. B flat's been in your 303 as well as in these chords, and now you go. Right? So it's just this, it's a new color. This is really cool at the end there. I like this breakdown. This feels good. This felt like the right time for it. Your 303s move a little fast for my brain to follow the whole line, but that's not a failing of your 303s. It's a failing of my brain. But I think the main thing I'm hearing is kind of up here. It's like so that's flat 3 2 1, kind of just going down. I like the syncopation a lot. I like the way that the 303 kind of accents things with how some of the notes attack and some of them are like glissando, or is it called portamento in the DAW world? I'm trying to remember. It's called a slur for string instruments. It's like one articulation for multiple notes, right? So you have, so you get these accents whenever there's an articulation. Yeah, I'm having trouble following. So let's see. I don't know if I can do it. I think I'd have to slow it down. I can't. kind of asked me like, why do these work kind of with like what's happening in the song? So I think it's just that these kind of intervals, right? The all these intervals play really well with the other notes in the scale. So there's probably very little clashing going on. There could, and also your 303 moves so quickly. Obviously, my brain is like, it moves so quickly that even if there is a momentary clash, it's literally momentary. It's too fast for us to even really register. So there's just a lot of space for all the different harmonies in the minor scale to sort of mingle together. But let's keep listening. I like that part a lot. That's nice. That just makes me want to cry. It's just so pretty. This reminds me of like jazz harmony a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I heard that. So we have but down here, right? So this is the tonic going down to the fifth. Then you have the 2 and flat 3. So kind of staying in that area again. But every time. So it's almost like this note down here is like the pedal point kind of that motif. So everything's just kind of bouncing between it. That's kind of what you were doing before, right? With the other part. I forgot, but I remember playing that. There was another kind of so this is sort of like the reverse of that other one, right? That's cool. So I think everybody's going to hear your 308 different. 303. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said 308. I think I was thinking 808. Your 303 differently because there's a lot of notes, and some people might pick up on the lowest notes. Other people like me are probably picking up on the top notes, the highest notes, as sort of the accents. So if I focus on that, da, 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 da. I feel like I heard that. Yeah, lots of second degrees. So it's D, which just creates it's just a beautiful tense sound. Sad. It's I think it sounds kind of sad in minor keys. It's so close to being home, but it's not. It's just like I just love that harmony so much. I already said that, but okay, I like this little tail at the end there. It's a nice little quick lead in to like it kind of helps us get ready for the next cycle. Feels really good, like we're rushing towards it. Now the pads. I love the pads. Okay, so now it sounds like you took that lower 303, right, and you put it up an octave so we can hear it a little bit better. I think that's a good choice because it's a little easier to hear all the pitches that way, and it kind of brings it up to the next level, and it establishes more familiarity with all those motifs. This is possibly one of the most catchy 303s from you I've heard. It's very like earwormy. Like I could totally walk away like singing parts of this, which is really cool. You know, da 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 da. It's not every time I hear that I'm like, yeah, like I know that. It feels like a melodic hook, which is nice. Oh, nice. Swings. Okay, this is cool. So some cool rhythmic stuff going on. We've got these cymbals that are swinging a little bit. The 303 is still on the straight eighth note, so there's like a kind of a rhythmic tension between them, which I love. And then this new 303 comes in, and it sounds like it's in a like a polymeter, like it's cycling in a different timing. Wait. I can't count it for some reason, but I can feel it. It's this nice cycle, and it's you still have the same rhythmic subdivisions, the same pulse and everything, but it's just that phrase, or whatever exactly it is completing in a different number of beats than the rest of the song, like the pads and the other 303s. So I love that sound, just to hear where those patterns overlap, when they line up, when they don't. It's just a cool feeling. I'm a fan. Okay, let's talk about the notes of this upper one. Yeah, I don't have it, but okay, so you've got your C, G, F, E flat. So 1, 5, 4, flat 3, 1. Having the 4 in there is really important because it's the one that doesn't sound like a minor chord. It's kind of the outlier, creating tension. So I keep hearing that cycling and really enjoying hearing that against everything else. I just realized your pads have also gotten higher, right? They're even higher now. They're like an octave higher than they were before. So that's really exciting. You're building a lot of tension energetically. I like that break. I like how it was only like one measure. That was cool. Melody, this is a great song. This is really, really good. I think this song is definitely worthy of being your 303rd song. This shows, I think, growth. It shows versatility. It shows harmonic sensibility or sensitivity is what I meant to say. Really nicely balanced. It's exciting. It's great. Okay, so now we have another 303 melody that also sounds like it's cycling in some other meter, which is great. And this one is cool too. Let me see this. Okay, I love that note that goes up. Not only do I just like it hitting that note, and you never quite know when it's going to happen, which is fun. The way you've EQ'd it, and also the reverb on it and the delay, all those little polish, not little, those details I meant to say, those polishes make that top note really sing, and it just sounds so good. Why is my camera shaking? Did you notice that? It's like shifting. Don't understand how it's possible. The delay is so great. Oh. Okay, so no, it is. So this one is in 4. This one is repeating every 4 beats. So it's still the other one that's kind of throwing things off. Okay, cool. I do not know where the downbeat is. I don't care. Those pads, woo! They're higher. So the one that's going, oh man, I just like it. The note that it's hitting is C, right? So that's part of why that works so well, is that if you're going to have something that hits the tonal center over and over again, hits that tonic note, it's probably going to sound really great in different ways against all the other things happening in the song, because that is the center. That's where everything's related to that note, basically. So it's going to work really well against everything. And it's just nice to have that reminder, right? Like, that's our C. Just feels good. It's a hemiola. What? So, is the 3 against the 2. Yeah. Love hemiolas. Something I think you're doing really well in this song is you're establishing a pattern that your 303s and your pads are following, where you inch up one note on the top, then you might inch up one note on the bottom, then you inch up another note on the top, and you might have a jump, but then you kind of repeat that pattern. So it's like, it's exciting, It's going up for one thing. It's always going up. But it's just predictable enough to feel like we can follow and kind of guess what might be coming next, but not predictable enough that we literally know what's going to happen. We just have a feeling that like things are like going to get higher and then it's going to jump and it kind of, so the pads are doing that the whole time. Now this is doing that too. So you're doing these like arpeggios, right? And then you're raising the top note up, then maybe you raise the bottom note, then the middle note, and you're just kind of moving up. And I wouldn't say you're moving up in a predictable way per se, but you're following an instinctive sense of tension release. That's really cool. Now you're going down. That's unexpected. Staying on that chord for so long. Is this cool? This is interesting. So you played that B natural for this chord, right? And then it kicks back over to C minor, but you kept playing the B natural in one of those 303s, which was really cool. It sounded good. It was like dissonant and kind of little creepy, and it was just cool. It's nice. It's a nice sound. So you're using that, well, I don't know actually what you intended, but the B flat sounds like it kind of keeps wanting to resolve up to C, and I think it's doing that for the most part. So this is starting to sound more like harmonic minor. It's a great sound. It's got definitely a little bit of a like heebie-jeebie feeling to it. I don't know if that's the right, if you know what I mean by heebie-jeebies, or if that's like too American. Yeah, it's like, it's just like a little, it's dark. It's like especially dark sounding. It's like, oof. Like, I feel like this 303 could hurt me. Not fucking around. all begins and ends with the 303. Bravo! That was awesome. Thanks, Melody. So if this was your 303rd song in 2019, what's your tally now? That is impressive. Right on. All right, well, happy January. Talk soon. Bye.